everyone, it's MissSimReno, and today we're going to be doing an apartment renovation. I've just been doing tons of speed builds, so I thought it was time to jump into the city and change up one of these apartments. I don't typically play in Myshuno, however, apartments are really a versatile part of the game, so I thought it was going to be a lot of fun. So this apartment ends up being pretty industrial. What really triggers it is that column that I just made out of brick, and I kept in the floor plan as well this time. So you saw the original one for just a moment, but I did go ahead, take it all out, and make it my own. So I struggled with the paint a little bit here in the kitchen, but once I chose the appliances and the countertops, it really started to come together. So these were from, I believe it's my Cool Kitchen Stuff or Cool Kitchen Stuff pack, whatever it's called. That's where these counters came from, and I thought they were perfect because they matched the refrigerator perfectly. And then I used this paneling from Get Together, which is pretty much what I use throughout the entire build. I thought it was beautiful, and I usually use it as a backsplash, but in the apartment, since the walls are so tall, I tend to not use it as just a backsplash because then you can see it cut off on the other parts of the wall that you paint differently. I don't know if that makes sense, but the kitchen's pretty much coming together. We only put in an island here that is the only dining section in this build because I was thinking the apartment's just for a single sim. I'm thinking it's a female sim and that she is very artistic and eclectic and loves gaming and has just tons of skill building items. So I think it's just a really fun place that I kind of designed for her. So hopefully you guys like it. And I do go ahead, change out the floors here as well. They don't remain that kind of, I don't even know what that's called. It's just like the simple boarding. But I give her a bookcase, and this is really when I decided to go with that industrial look because I chose that industrial style bookcase. I toss on a cactus, and there are those dark floors that I mentioned earlier. I try to lean this poster here in a moment. I try to make it look like it's leaning against the wall on top of the bookcase, and I guess it kind of works, but I try to clutter up the top a little bit more, so I put some candles and some books, and I use that red shelf. I use it in every single build. You guys will see it all the time, which I should link it at some point. I'll have to track it down and try to link it next time I post a video. But I do clutter up this shelf as well because it drives me nuts that it's empty and I want it to be full and look really lived in. And here's the entryway where I do get to use that kind of industrial entryway table that matches the bookshelf. I toss on some simple yet kind of modern plants. And then I think I just put a lamp and some books and a plant on top of the entryway table as well. And you probably saw at the beginning, I tossed in one of those get-together closets, so I was thinking that was like a coat closet or something like that. And yeah, I try to go ahead and find an object to put above that entryway, and I never have ever used that item. I think they're mirrors. They don't function as mirrors, they're just a wall decoration, but they're from the My Fitness Stuff, or whatever that pack is called. I thought they were perfect. And then I grabbed these shelves, they're called industrial shelves. How perfect is that? And I clutter them up with some kitchen items. So you'll see the tissues and these kind of spice jars here, as well as salt and pepper shaker, a little menu. I don't know if she kind of writes her weekly meals on it or something like that. It's kind of a fun idea. I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool. And I put some pots and pans, some other utensils there, and then I chose these candles from, I think, the Spa Day stuff. So I used a lot of random items from different packs in this build, and that was really fun. I've never used that rug before either, but it was somewhat modern and industrial and went with the color scheme. I thought it was perfect. And then I use those nice black curtains as well, and I put up some more wall decorations, and I always feel the need to decorate all the way to the ceiling when the walls are the middle height. I think this is the mid height. I don't even remember, but you can't change it in apartments. So I felt the urge to decorate on top, but I think I just tried out a light and that was it. And then I change out these lamps from the ceiling. They're kind of those industrial, they almost look like strainers, the strainer lamps, and I put those throughout as well. And that arrow light is beautiful. It sizes down really, really well, and that's from the Bowling Stuff pack. I did struggle a little bit with the couch in the living room because, again, I wanted it to look somewhat modern, yet comfortable, and kind of industrial, but still, I don't know, cozy. So I do put this little ottoman / little poof in the corner with this lamp and plant, as well as a stack of books, which actually later on I go ahead and stack a ton more. And then I decided why don't I separate this room off and actually make a little office nook? So in just a moment, once I get the curtain situated, I actually separate off the room and add an archway. And that wasn't something that I had even thought of before, but I thought it was perfect to kind of break up the rooms. And I choose a different couch. This one from Get Together doesn't end up staying because it just doesn't look very comfortable, but I do use that coffee table from the fitness stuff pack. I will have to look up the appropriate name because I don't think that's it. And I used the same couch for my last build, actually, the Seasons couch, but in that blue swatch because I thought the green pillows matched the plant. And then I use these beaded wall decorations as kind of a separation in the archway, and your Sims can walk right through them, so it's not a concern at all. And then I stack up more of these books, and I feel like she's just a heavy reader and she likes all different genres of books, so she's got books scattered everywhere. And then I toss in a plant. I put in this side table here with more plants, that hand which we got in the last update with the freelancer careers, which on that note, the freelancer careers, more careers, new packs, and that's my chain of thought to Island Living coming out on June 21st. I am so excited. The career aspect is what led me to this train of thought. So we get like a lifeguard career, you can fish as kind of a freelance fisher, you can choose part-time careers for your adult Sims and choose schedules. It is the coolest thing. That kind of versatility with careers is something that I've been looking for a long time, especially since the teenagers could have part-time careers before or after school. So I'm really, really excited. And those leaning kind of like posters and whatnot are from Get Famous. They're a huge stage item that I sized down because it was crazy. And like I said, I think that this Sim is a little nerdy and she likes all different kinds of things, but she has some signed game posters, and I end up throwing them out in the living room and then putting up some movie posters of the sci-fi genre. And I thought that was kind of cool. It kind of gives her a little bit more personality, makes her, I think, really fun. She would be my kind of Sim to hang out with. And then I throw in a rug, and I end up shuffling those Get Famous kind of props over in the corner to give it some clutter, and I give her more skill building items. So I give her a guitar and an easel because, like I said, I think she's really artsy. So that can kind of be her studio, and maybe her career. Maybe she is a freelancer. Maybe she's a freelance artist or something like that, and she also just kind of plays gigs on the side. I don't know. I feel like she's really a jack of all trades, and that's kind of a cool thought to me because, let me tell you, I've dabbled in a lot of things, but I'm not an expert in anything, and she's basically who I'd like to be. And then I go ahead and design the bathroom here, which again is really dark. I did mess with the tiles for a bit, but I end up making it very simple and modern looking. And again, there's a lot of items from the fitness pack. And then that mirror is from, oh gosh, I don't remember that fancy, the pack with all the fancy stuff. I think it was like high-end something, fancy living. I'm terrible. I need to look up the names of these packs. I just have them all, so I forget what they're all called. I'm the worst. All right, so we've moved into the bedroom. I do use a couple different beds. I'm trying to find a dark swatch, and I end up with the Seasons bed that I love because I go ahead and I push it and make that headboard disappear in the wall. It doesn't jut out on the other side, and it looks great. And now I'm building kind of a, I don't know, I shuffled together these bookcases and these shelves because I've seen other Simmers do things like this all the time. And it's just kind of like a bed unit because then on the top, I go ahead and clutter it up. I put those leaning pieces of artwork that we got in the last update as well with the freelancer careers and incense burner, and I give her this old-timey camera because again I think she's really artsy. So that one obviously isn't functional, it is just a decoration item, and now that I remember, I failed to give her an actual camera. Whoops. But I do clutter it up with a few more books, and I'll have to remember to give her a camera. And I really just try to fill the shelves with some other random items as well. I use that team picture that I use in every single build, and I'm thinking it's her and her friends or her and her family as always. And I just put some plants up there as well. Again, my urge to decorate above that was super strong and I resisted. So I'm kind of proud of myself. I do put a couple of vases here. I size them down and I give her this cute little gnome. I just thought he was so dorky and I think that works with her personality. And then I give her some of these lights here just to add some light to the bedroom because I don't put too many lamps. And I try this industrial dresser. I didn't think it worked. It was too big, so I give her this one that's a little bit taller and I just clutter it up with some bedroom items, so like a makeup tray and clothes and hair items and whatnot, and it barely fit, but I got it. I put another movie poster up there, and then I was struggling to find a piece of artwork that would work on this wall because it was so big, and I decided on one I never use as well, and this one was from this was from City Living. This is exactly what this pack was for. So that's from City Living, and then I give her some plants and a couple of lamps just in the bedroom to give her a little bit of light, and some other clutter items. I also give her a backpack. I don't feel like she carries around a purse. I feel like she's always on the go doing something creative, and she's going to some kind of exhibit or get together. I don't know. And I think she's pretty bad to the bone. So she gets that backpack because I thought it was perfect for her personality. She's girly yet a little edgy. I don't know. What do you guys think? What traits should she have if she has kind of these different interests and whatnot? And what career do you think she should have? Do you think she should have the freelancer career, or should she be in something else? You should tell me. And like I said, this was a 2-bedroom, quote unquote, but I make it a gym because I feel like she's really active as well. So I just kind of put in that equipment and put up some decor items and give her a stereo so she can listen to music while she's working out. But we're almost coming up on the screenshot, so thank you guys so much. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!